Y'all, thank you for the gifts, y'all. Thank you guys. Oh, we do. We got our faces covered, y'all. Don't worry.
I don't know if it's on the cover or ice, but it's chilling over there by Starbucks. Look, you see the lights on?
We chilling. Most likely it's undercover, bro.
First, Woody, welcome back, everybody. We're back at it here once again, restreaming from the home.
Yeah, it's undercover. Be careful, dude. All right, be careful.
They have shifted some of the protests, as I was talking to you guys yesterday, over to the hotels now. Instead of going out to the streets, they're doxing
Carla,
the
thank you,
hotels
y'all. Just
where
pull up. We got the Addy out here,
ICE,
y'all.
DHS,
Appreciate you, Carla.
CBP, or any law enforcement is staying, and they're going out there and just making a whole bunch of noise from the sidewalk. I got a landscape going, but it's blurry for
Y'all,
whatever
pull
reason.
up. We still going strong, y'all.
My allergies are
Bro, how
kicking
come I'm
off.
getting these like Indians trying to like join my live, trying to do a collab and shit, y'all.
Ben, Mike, welcome on. Oh, Uncle Bill. Lori, how's it going? Stephen, welcome. Karen, welcome. M. Duffy, welcome.
Because we saw four guys get out of the car. Yeah, those. They fucking suck. We said fuck guys and they said it too, so I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
They went
But I mean, that guy right there, yeah, he does look sus as fuck. He looks sus. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you. You guys were looking out for that guy?
Leanne, welcome. Stephen, welcome. Once again, Walker Customs, welcome.
What?
Get Joe. Pat, how's it going, Pat? Miss Aguilar, how's it going, evening? I dropped an update, guys. Here, I'll show you guys the update. On all, I know a lot of you guys are wanting to know what happened to the guy at the border who told me soon enough. I don't know who he is. I dropped an update a little while ago on X. I'll show you that here shortly.
Hey, check
Let
out,
me know what
your
you
brother.
guys think,
Ask him how far he is.
and we'll go from there. I tagged the FBI,
Yo,
I
Kali,
tagged
man,
Cash
stop
Patel, I
harassing me,
tagged
man.
Dan,
I'm
I
gonna let you on
tagged
my live, man.
DHS, I tagged Christina, I tagged pretty much anybody and everybody who is
Let's go. She
involved
got that
with
funk on,
DHS,
yo.
CBP, and so forth.
Erica Hopo Max, let's go.
Here, I'll show you guys real quick. Let's go. So I'm gonna take you guys here real quick, and then we'll come back to this, guys. Go. I'll drop the link right now, and I'll show you guys the video on this live here. Replace this with this. A lot of you guys know this, and I'll share the link for you guys to be able to share it out. So let's see. Yeah.
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Here's an update on the mystery man. I found a YouTube video uploaded by an NGO that goes by the name Butterfly on YouTube. In the video, she recorded an interview with this man just hours before I encountered him at the No More Deaths camp.
Here safely. We do. I'm Butterfly. I'm with Veterans on Patrol, walking for the Forgotten Ministries. We can call your family or whoever and say, listen, we just ran into them in camp. They're on this side of the wall. They're on their way. And we can stay in contact. You can let us know. Perfect. Let's get them.
Where are you guys from?
Palestine.
Palestine. Okay.
And Jordanian citizen in the same time.
Okay.
My parents in Dallas.
Okay. Dallas.
Oh.
What can I tell you?
Yes, it is.
Also, I get a picture of you if you're comfortable with that.
No problem with that.
And that would
Perfect.
go ahead. You can both.
We learn Spanish in our way, a
Oh.
little bit, a little
right.
bit. After 3 months
3 months journey.
walking from Bolivia to here.
That
Where are
one.
you going?
Dallas. I have the address, full address.
Perfect. Yeah, we've been able to call ahead on quite a few
what
people,
country are you from?
Good.
and what our government's been promising you is not.
I know.
Yeah,
We
I
had
know. I
one.
didn't come here for any charity or any
you want
support
the,
from
the
the
American
government.
dream, right?
No, no, no. I came here for something else.
Oh,
Yes, I came here to defense against the inhumanity that's what's happening in our countries. I was an ex-prisoner for 10 years and 4 months and 22 days for
Wow.
fabricated case in Egypt after the first revolutions happened in 2011, after Mubarak get down from his bullshit chair and the other ugly face came, which now he's talking about democracy and he's nothing. He know nothing about democracy. They put me for 10 years
Sasha.
and 4 months and 22 days in a cell that's 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter where is no light.
Good heavens.
You can see my pictures on the
That is-
internet, by the way. Just write my name, first name and last name. You will see all the story.
Here.
It is totally.
The only information I could find online about a Jordanian arrested in Egypt in 2011 and sentenced to 10 years is about someone named Dashar Ibrahim Abu Zaid. He was reportedly sentenced for allegedly being an Israeli spy. Please take this with caution. Nothing is confirmed. This is just what's currently available online. Hopefully, it's enough to get a clear and transparent response from our government.
Degree as a telecommunication engineer, and I had my company before the arrest, and it was very good satellite connections company. I lived my happy life with my wife in Saudi Arabia. We had 2023 full new car. We had our new house. My work there, I left it because I'm just seeking what you call it, justice.
Yeah.
هاي الكنتري بلدي
They,
أردن
they
أردن
que pasa,
Jordan. Jordan,
What
G-O.
country are you from?
Yeah,
Yes,
what
yes.
country? Call and we will send a picture of both of you to your families so they can see your faces and know you're on your way.
So there we have it, guys. That's an update I just did on X. Let me switch you guys over to the protest again. You guys go ahead. I'll drop the link from X right now, and you guys could share it out. Try to get as much attention. We all want answers on all. For the past month, all of you guys have been saying what happened to the guy, what happened to the guy. For the past year, you guys have been seeing joining updates. That's my update so far. So they're a little investigating journalism, guys. We put it together and we released it. Ooh, did I lose the chat? I might have lost you guys. Let me do this one more time. I posted the link. There it is. So if you guys are an X, make sure you guys share it out. Let's get all this information. Hopefully the FBI or CBP, DHS, or whoever wants to come out and give us a clear answer. But that's pretty much everything that I was able to put together. I think my internet's having issues tonight. Are you guys buffering on your side? Keep saying that I'm dropping the chat. So for those of you guys joining right now, what are we looking at? This is a protest happening with a small little group of protesters out at the Fairfield in what looks to be in Santa Ana. They have shifted over from protesting the streets to going over to protest where ICE is believed to be sleeping at, DHS, any agents. They're out there banging pots, making noises, and trying to get the hotel to kick them out. A lot of people say, well, maybe they could use earplugs, but their whole point to be out there right now is to have the other guests at the hotel make enough complaints that they're able to kick out agents. It's another with a landscape view, but his view is blurry. Joe got to send it to Dan. I tagged them all. Pat, I tagged them all. I pat Dan. I pat. Oh, not Pat. I tagged Dan. I tagged Cash. I tagged Naomi. The only person I did not tag was Tom, and I totally forgot to tag Tom. For those of you just joining right now, this group of people are out there at the hotels where ICE agents are staying at, whether it be CBP, whether it be DHS, you name it. They're staying at local hotels, and they're out there right now protesting the hotels, trying to get license plates. Linda G says, I remember that video. They didn't go. I went all over mainstream media. Are all the hotels guests ICE? No, and that's the purpose. The purpose for them is to be out there protesting, making enough noise for other hotel guests to go up to the front desk, make enough complaints, and get them kicked out. A lot of you're making Pozole sounds bomb right now. They know which plates belong to government vehicles. The permanent fleet. I mean, as a local, a resident of California here, our license plate has a month when we have to renew our registrations. So they're going by every vehicle right there that has the permanent fleet. You could easily identify the vehicles that belong to police officers, belongs to law enforcement or agents. You see this other guy. This other guy has a landscape view of it, but he tends to walk away here. Let's go to him and let me know if the quality is like very bad. Now we'll come back to this one. It tends to walk away a lot from this.
I'm surprised they didn't put this Starbucks like in one of the hotels. And technically,
Is the quality of this video pretty bad? Because I could see it kind of noisy when we recognize it, kind of blurry, disturbed video.
Super close. But
Can they be charged for this trespassing, disturbing the peace? Unless the security guard comes out and trespass them, they're not trespassed.
How you guys doing? Good.
Disturbing the quiet isn't that bad. Okay. So disturbing the peace will be up to whatever local ordinance are put up.
Other federal buildings. But down there, downtown was dead, so coming over here. A little bit of people here, but I mean, it's making it work. Yeah, well, it's hard because there's no sidewalk, you know? Yeah. So we're kind of like, if the police come.
When people ask me what I do, I can never choose just one thing to describe myself. I'm a YouTube creator, obviously, but I'm an engineer too. I'm also an entrepreneur and a pilot.
You guys get this. Give this guy credit. So count shorts.
Pretty good.
So what we have going on right now, you have a bunch of vehicles just honking their horns, going around in circles in the parking lot of this hotel. It's the Fairfield Inn in Santa Ana. Multiple reports from local people saying that ICE agents, DHS agents, CBP agents pretty much any federal agents that are staying there for the night. So the word got out there, and they're out there protesting. My allergies are kicking in this last couple of days pretty bad.
I think both of these have a pool. They like to close these pools pretty early, though. Just because try to avoid late night problems, you know, drunk people at the pool. When I'm traveling, sometimes I look for a pool that's open late.
Can't ICE take them away? No, there's citizens out there. Why doesn't the hotel trespass them? They're probably scared. Actually, this is the Residence Inn, so I might be wrong on the location. I had a location earlier put out by. Let me see if I can put them up here real quick.
There's nobody there. They're just chilling. So the Residence Inn is like a long-term thing. You know?
So it's the Residence
Stay
Inn.
there for like, you know, they prefer, I think, for like a week at a time.
Let me see if I can pull this up real quick, guys.
Nice thing, because they're gonna stay for a while. Whereas the other hotel obviously is more the weekend crowd.
So this is the flyers going around right now. Let me replace this up. Let me see if I'm gonna dox anybody. No, I'm not gonna dox anybody right now. So we're up here now. It's called No Sleep for ICE. It's on Instagram. It has 10.2K followers. And this is what they're doing right now. Little clips posted on there. No Sleep for ICE. People dancing out there. That was last night. That's the Home 2 Suites Hilton last night. So they're out here putting flyers, and I'll show you right now here. No Sleep 622, which is tonight. They were requesting people to come out and protest Montebello, Huntington Beach, Santa Ana. No Sleep for ICE in Huntington Beach. No Sleep for ICE in Santa Ana. No Sleep for ICE. So they're using Instagram to get people to come out and protest at this hotels. We have speakers out there now. Boycott AM PM. No Sleep for ICE in Santa. So this is Santa Ana, the Residence Inn. So let's go back to you.
I think it does it like every single.
So they're trying to make them mad? No. What they're trying to do, they're trying to make enough noise for other guests who are staying at the hotels to make enough complaints to the front desk. That way, the front desk, the hotel, the properties will kick them out. That's their whole point.
It awards you for like staying around for like 30 minutes or an hour. Might be every 30 minutes. Might not even be every 15 minutes. But West Coast for life. Angela, thank you for joining us. Have a nice sleep. I am the news. Thank you, Trick Runner. I don't. If you're in the public streets here in the Supreme Court has upheld your right to record in the public. If you're in somebody's hotel room, that's a different story. If you're sticking your phone in somebody's window, that's a different story. There's an assumed right to privacy. inside a
Yeah,
car.
their whole point, their whole purpose
I don't
is to
think you
get
have
enough
assumed right to
protesters out
privacy.
there
But
to make enough
I'm not
noise
sticking my phone in
where
people's
other
cars
guests
anyway
staying at the same
as I walk
hotel,
around.
same property, will go up to the front desk, make enough complaints that will get agents kicked out from the property. They have been successful at
Right.
two other
That's why
properties. I
I'm
think that they reported
a
earlier.
little
The
concerned with this
Huntington
one
Beach,
myself.
no correction, the
I
Montebello
think they left
location. They
already.
were successful on getting the agents
KG,
kicked out from the
West Coast for
location.
life. What is that?
So they're going to continue to do this. And I don't know if you see, all they're doing is just driving around in circles around
Juliet,
the
love.
parking
This is
lot
Santa Ana. Actually,
in
Tustin,
front of the
right
Residence
next to
Inn in
Santa
Santa
Ana.
Ana,
Close to
honking
you.
their horns. It's 10:48
Jet
p.m.
Alpha
right now,
34
local
watching.
time.
Ali Alias,
Isn't there a
144
noise
points.
curfew
Okay,
still, Joe?
camped out
The
there.
curfew was over for the downtown
Go
Los
ahead, stream
Angeles
my screen
area.
right
That
now.
curfew has been lifted,
Ricardo
and
Media,
this is about
SoCal
35
streaming
miles
right here.
south from the
Thank you,
downtown
Ricardo Media.
Los Angeles area.
We've
The cop
watched you
security or
before.
the hotel security or the
SoCal
cops had
Trends.
to remove them.
We're in Tustin.
Yeah.
Residents, and there's a social media post on Instagram telling that there was ice here earlier. There's a motorcycle convention here, and there was a lot of sprinters that were used for, like here,
I think my internet's
for
suffering tonight.
a motorcycle convention that was up in the hills. I guess they do it every year.
Are we still live? To activate chat, please enable. There we go. My chat's struggling tonight. It keeps going down.
I'm sure the CIA and NSA
Yeah, awesome
know
news. You guys
exactly
still here.
why.
Thank you, Am Duffy, and thank you, Larry.
I'm sure they watch to try and gather information on what's going on. I can't stop them. And I don't want to obstruct justice, but I'm not here to do their work for them. So I try not to record license plates or, people that don't want to be publicly identified. But that's for my safety, mostly. But yeah, I'm sure maybe the president himself has watched my stream.
This guy tends to lean a lot left, but he's pretty neutral. You hear his streams and he walks around.
Nothing. Right, First Amendment rights.
He's very aware that he does not want to record any license plate or dox any of the agents out there.
I'm not sure what you're saying, West Coast for life.
I actually combed my hair today. Look at that, guys. I hate being on camera, to be honest, guys. You guys who have been watching me for so many years, it's rare the time I come on camera.
West Coast for life. How you doing? Watermelon Z.
This is not fair for the other guests. Well, that's the whole purpose of this, Denise, for them.
I didn't know.
They're trying to accomplish that, to piss off the other guests, to ask for refunds up in the front desk. And once the property starts losing business, they're going to have to make the decision to kick them out. Can you increase the volume on? Yeah.
I would take $1 smoothie.
Your grammar has not broken your good. Or you get to do harassed by the lady in LA. Yes, I'm the guy who got harassed by the crackhead in a dinosaur costume. Bobby Rogers, how's it going?
Kitty Cat Loves, we do have a policy
You're
against
welcome.
targeting and name calling. So I'm going to leave your post because you should have left the name calling out. But we'll try and leave it. I probably shouldn't. I'm probably being a little biased by leaving it. But no name calling, please. Thank you for watching, Kitty Cat. Watermelon seed is a herb. Oh, is that a brand? Is that a new flavor of weed at the weed shop? I got you. Well, that's legal here in California. I don't smoke. I'm not going to tell you whether I did or have never, but I don't smoke anymore. Or wait, I don't smoke now. I'm not telling you whether I smoked or not in the past. I'm not telling you that. But that's a new one because I never heard of that one. Okay, I incriminated myself, right? I never smoked when it was illegal. How about that? I am deathly
So for those of
afraid
you
of
just
illegal
joining right now,
drugs.
guys, we're in the
And I
Santa
encourage
Ana
you
area. I
all
think it's
from the
Tustin
deepest
area.
points of my
This is
heart
the residents,
that you do
and
not
with a
need
group of
illegal
people have
drugs to have
gathered
fun
to
and have a
protest
great
and
life.
make a whole bunch of
I've
noise
seen too many people
in
tragically
order to
addicted
get
to
the
them. I don't
federal
think weed is
agents kicked
dangerous.
out from the
I
hotel.
don't know if you lose
They're
brain
going
cells if you're a
around in
young
circles in the
person. You can smoke it,
parking lot right now,
so I'm not encouraging
honking their
the use
horns,
of
trying to
that.
piss off the other
I don't know
guests
enough
at
about
the
it.
property. That way, they could kick out the agents. They've been successful at 2 other properties, so
I think it's less dangerous
that's
than
why they
alcohol, though.
keep
There's
doing
more
it.
bad things happen from people
I'm
under the
surprised the
influence of
cops haven't been
alcohol.
called out here yet, and if they have, they are
I'm
on
not
their
trying to
way.
start
The
prohibition
other
either.
couple of nights I've been watching some of these people, the cops
Let's see.
set them up on the sidewalk. They push them to the sidewalk.
I'm gonna go see what's going on over here. Naomi. Looks like you got a few people in the front. Prohibition, right? We tried prohibition. It didn't really work very well. Just helped the mafia organize. Same thing with illegal weed for the most part.
They're doing it in
right?
Kings 3 times
Only
in
kinda
July.
got the
Oh, Kingston, no
illegal
Kingston, and 1 in August so far. Yeah, they're
weed
gonna keep
smuggling
protesting.
going
I don't know if they're
on.
gonna go back to the big protests where
Get ice out.
tear gas are going off and
I'm hiding my good shirt under this media jacket.
pepper balls are
Alright.
being shot,
Here's
rubber
my
bullets are
hand.
being shot. We'll see.
Oh, they're loading their bikes up over here, I think. Hello.
But be nice with Patricia. She's been a long time viewer. Joe, I like how you are doing it now. I want to be back on the street, guys. If I could raise enough money to go out there and record this whole week, I'll do it again so I can get off work. But it's iffy for me if it's a bus. And I got to write for my family too, so I love to do YouTube now.
Some of the people have their bikes inside. Oh, that's interesting.
Also, the hotel has allowed them to put their bikes inside their lobby.
So some of the guys have moved their bikes inside.
See, some of this
that's funny.
Starting local citizen journalists are scared to go into properties and stuff like that. Actually,
they have moved the bikes inside to protect.
So he's scared to walk in. I would have walked right in there until they told me to leave.
I mean, not that anybody here is targeting bikes, but they put them inside. How you doing?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, They, I haven't seen a picture of the ICE vehicle that they think was here, but they check license plates tags, and so it's possible that ICE was never here. They're definitely gone now. So there's an Instagram post.
ICE was here?
Yeah, there's an Instagram post where they post where they've seen them.
Oh gosh,
and yeah, so hopefully maybe they'll repost that they cleared out. But it's interesting. I was just noting how the hotel actually let them put some of the bikes inside.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. A bunch of bikes in there.
Yeah. Are you with the biking convention? You're just here as a regular guy. You just gotta go to the airport. Oh, okay.
I'm like,
that's worse.
We gotta get some sleep.
Oh
this
no.
Is stupid.
Well,
Who are you with?
I'm on YouTube. I used to do like horror nights, like Not Scary Farm, and then this whole kind of craziness broke out 2 weeks ago. But did you?
These idiots, if they, if you want to protest, get an American flag and say, I want to be here. Let me be here.
Right.
Don't take some Mexican flag.
Well,
That tells me you want to leave.
Yeah, the ones people that protest are not. They're all here already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the people that are not don't have the citizenship. They're staying away from ICE.
Yeah,
they're not the ones out here.
These idiots. I think they're doing something good. They're just making it worse for themselves.
That might be, like, obviously the powers that be targeting LA now,
Oh, yeah.
So.
And Tustin cops won't do anything. I called them.
What they say?
I was on the phone with the watch commander. He said he was here because I was told to leave. I had to come back to the station. And I said, this is private property. They're trespassing. Well, we will not. I said, so you guys, you need to come out here and do something about it. I said, I got biker dudes in here now. They're not like.
Right. That's what I was worried about at first. I was like, oh my gosh, they picked the wrong place.
I said, you got biker dudes in here. I see 4 of them walking outside right now. I said, you got a powder keg about to go off. You better do something about it. And he says, well, unless there's some violence, we're not going to do anything.
I think that's
what if they're damaging cars? Nope.
No.
And
they said no to that one.
No
too.
to that
one. One surprised me.
Yeah, so they won't come out. They won't come out unless they
damage. Unless there's threats or something.
No, not even threats. They got to damage. They got to hurt somebody. There's got to be some physical altercation, and then they'll do something about it. But not unless that happens. And so, like stupid. I mean, here we all are in a hotel. What are they gonna? They can do vandalism. They can do all that, and they're not gonna come out. What if they burn the building down?
Then they'll come out. Then they'll come out. So.
Yeah, theoretically, if there's life is threatened. But
and you know what I think it is part of it. I think what goes into thinking. I wouldn't know, but I'm guessing. I think they probably figure if they show a big resistance, then they'll get targeted.
Yeah, they're afraid. They're afraid to do it.
Their city's
but you know what? This is what makes cops weak and cities weak is when you don't show up and stop, protect the citizens, protect us. And I am all in favor of creating a pathway for undocumented people to be documented.
Right, like Reagan did it, right? A Republican.
Reagan did it. Yep.
And to me, I never saw any negative effects from that.
I
did.
Yeah, Pat.
Right? I didn't see any negative effects from that.
No.
But
and I'm totally in favor of doing something like that.
And that's what's sad right now is because you got one
Work's
guy,
kind of slow right now, so.
Whether or not you voted for the guy or not, he's in a pissing contest.
Can't the hotel call the cops on this protesters for disturbing the peace, harassing the clients? Yes, they could call the cops. Are they willing to call the cops? Are they willing to get the what they call local backlash?
Trump's doing the right thing though, getting rid of all the criminals.
Who knows? Or will the cops even come out?
Exactly what you got to do.
Right,
I mean, right now we could have an Iranian.
Blow my nose. I'm gonna turn off this thing to blow my nose real quick.
All these illegals that got in here without being documented, criminals, and you know what? That's a major problem. So I totally support what Trump's doing, but I also want to see, for those who are not criminals, I want to see document a path to be able to help
Right.
good people stay.
Right. That would be
And
nice.
honestly, that's likely going to happen. I'm a friend with the Speaker of the House is a friend of mine.
Oh, really?
I just met with him 2 weeks ago here in Newport.
Who? Are they from California, Speaker of the House? I don't even do politics. I used to do concerts.
Mike Johnson, who's the Speaker of the House for the United States Congress.
Oh, really? He's not Californian, though, is he?
No, he's from Louisiana.
Okay. But I mean, anybody can know him, right?
Yeah, I work. Right. I used to work. I'm a constitutional lawyer. I used to work.
Oh, really?
And there's going to be a path. There's going to be something they're going to do.
So I took constitutional law in college. I quickly switched my major because it was really hard as a lazy kid. But when I did constitutional law, they weren't supposed to ask you for your ID unless you were.
Oh, move? Yeah.
Unless you were driving a car. So what they're doing right now is they're going into like SWAT meets and picking up a lot of people, and they're telling people not to talk to the federal agents, right? Because you don't have to show ID, right?
Right.
As a U.S. citizen, especially. Now, if you're not a U.S. citizen, you do have to show ID, which makes it even weirder, right? But it's if they would target just criminals, I think we'd be in a much better position. But just so you know, I've watched 5 of these hotel protests. This one, to me, looks like they're going to be here till probably 1 o'clock, which, 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
I know some people move hotels, but it doesn't look to me like they're...
It actually looks like, where are they? How come they stopped? There were a lot more.
There was a lot more earlier. And like
Stuff in my mouth again.
Westminster, the same thing, it went until about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I have seen them bring in Long Beach, they brought in hundreds of cops and took everybody away. I mean, they didn't arrest anybody, I don't think, but they moved everybody out. But I don't think, it doesn't seem like they're going to do anything that's going to get Tustin to run them out. So there's just going to be a lot of horn honking till 1, which...
Private taking property.
Right. I know...
just a lot of horn honking.
Some of the protesters gave some of the...
Man, if I was out there staying in that hotel is not cheap, guys. The residency is going to cost me about $200 plus a night. If I'm paying that type of money for an overnight stay, trust me, it's 11 p.m. local time here. The last thing I want is a group of people driving around the hotel property, honking their horns while I'm trying to get some good sleep.
Got to be dealt with.
The only one I saw was the one by the LAX airport. Was the only one I saw with any violence, and that it looked like it was just like a TikToker that's what he does on his channel. My channel, until this happened, we're not even political. We're at like any comment that's religious, we used to just delete them because we're at Universal and concerts. I did, just the worst problem I had was when Beyonce copyrighted my video and took away all my views. But so normally I don't do political stuff. So I mean I don't even pay attention on TV.
Oh, he's been dedicated to the political stuff for the last 11 days now.
Yeah, I
could tell you right now.
Here it looks like it's going to stay.
Third week of ICE protests.
Like this, so probably 1.
But he's been out there for 3 weeks as well.
She's all alone.
Right. And for the most part, most of them don't want direct confrontation, And you get a lot of protesters that aren't one issue. They're the same protesters that were for other issues.
Yeah. Have you found that some of these knuckleheads are paid?
I don't think so. Possibly some of the like ones that maybe just a few. But I don't know if they're really paid or if they're like non-profit organizers, like they're part of groups. I don't think they're like private citizens who get paid. So.
I was looking at the video earlier, guys. If you guys have not seen the update
Jeez.
on the guy who told me at the border, soon you'll know who I am.
Anyway,
I'll drop it.
sorry you
Drop
ended
the
up
link
here.
right now.
Yeah, me too.
And
Now you guys can go watch it and make sure you guys share it out.
yeah, I think let's see, it's already 11. Yeah, I don't think you want to move hotels that late, you know. But and I honestly I think by 1, I think the majority of people could have something they have to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
And be gone. But technically I gotta be at work at 8.
He was doing no, he was not.
Sorry, some of his opinions were definitely not opinions I shared, and I don't want to see violence underneath that. But I do thank him as a person. Just he didn't spit at me, you know.
Yeah.
This March, I think he's probably a practicing attorney, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe he's a researcher, but my guess would be he is an attorney, but you gotta remember most attorneys are probably good old boys, you know, not necessarily progressive people. I just hope that what he said he would want to say tomorrow. You know, I mean, I'm not that guy that wants to capture people at their worst moment. You know, I don't feel good about capturing people saying things they wouldn't want to say tomorrow morning too.
He will be able to tell you that tomorrow
Yeah,
morning.
I'm surprised he said a couple of those things. I'm very surprised, but yeah, maybe you're right. He's fantastic. Japanese lawyer. Yeah, I don't know much about the Speaker of the House. I don't know much about him. Right, and he could make that argument tomorrow. He could make that argument that he was joking, but I don't think he was. He didn't look like he was joking to me, but you know. Watching a movie? Yeah, we're making a movie here. West Coast, I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you. Or maybe I am. I don't know about this one.
Driving around the car beeping the horn is not protesting. That's what the convoy did for 2 months.
The economy of tracks with these early computers prevent.
Am I eating?
Traveling solo is an adventure, but there's one thing that shouldn't be a
Some
part of the
funness.
journey. Losing your connection.
YouTube held your message. It wasn't me. But see, he's
Sorry.
got this show and hide
I've been
button.
sitting down making a video for a while.
YouTube censored that word. But
Fat boy issues.
feed star. I still don't know what your name says. Speaker Johnson and his son have accountability trackers on each other's computers to prevent each other from blanking blank to porn. He said so. So, diversity of opinion. Yes, we're pretty good about it. YouTube or mods? We're live on YouTube. Hugo reviews page. I didn't ask him his name. I didn't really want to be. I don't think he said his name. Yeah, most interviewers, and maybe I'm just a little too nice to do this whole media press thing yet. If you'll notice, all the real press, maybe I'm real press, all the normal press, the first thing they ask you for is your name. And they're not going to help you. Whatever you say, they're going to run with the story.
No, they won't run with the story.
They don't
That's
help
why I
anybody
decline so many interviews,
undo their own words.
because they're going to edit out whatever they want to edit out and put whatever they want to put out there. They won't run with the story. If your story does not fit the narrative of the mainstream media, they will not publish it.
Yeah, I mean,
they will not put it out.
He got a little emotional about his personal feelings.
I've seen those before, Pat.
Tolerance and acceptance. We should lose their livelihood to the fact that their opinion differs from yours. You're right. Yeah, I don't want to wish evil upon anybody. I hope maybe that he learns a little more tolerance. I mean, obviously he was here at this hotel. Yeah, if it was 8 p.m., I would have been like, look, go to another hotel. Save yourself the trouble. But it's 11 now. It's probably likely to get quiet by 1. A good set of earplugs would probably just do the trick. Or any kind of earplugs.
So disturbing the peace for the noise ordinance is pretty tricky, guys. You have to come out there and see how many decibels it's the noise and so forth. Same thing happened to us in Washington, D.C. at the National Mall.
I don't mind people's opinions differ, but to first amend by saying you should be right. Well, I don't. If you said you wanted to rough the person up, that could be a threat, right? So that might be illegal speech. Saying someone else should be roughed up, I don't know. I'm not the constitutional lawyer. I don't know if you're allowed to say that or not.
That's not a constitutional lawyer. What does somebody being beat up or making threats have to do with the Constitution? It'd be local law, state law,
no
local
name calling,
enforcement.
hey girl, hey. I appreciate you watching, though. I think I appreciate you watching.
You think? Yeah, this guy's so throw off right now. It's funny.
And maybe you'd had. I'm close enough to look in his eyes, and I think maybe been to a lot of people drink before bed. It's good, healthy to drink a glass of wine. I think he had his glass of wine, or maybe 2 glasses of wine before bed. I don't think he wasn't toasted, but a little wine makes the words flow a little more freely. Right? Yeah, he didn't say how many people he wanted to help get amnesty. Constitutionally have the right to leave him a bad review. Yeah, if you could figure out who he is. I don't know who he is.
I mean, he did say that he did take constitutional law.
Right? I mean...
He's down here. You can find his channel on SoCal Shorts on YouTube.
Right. He was a little bothered. He was a little in his feelings right now, and at 11 p.m., 11:17 now, 11 p.m. when we were talking to him. Not all protests at City Hall with a message clearly delivered, not all through the city disturbing the peace. It's how the civil rights movement was won, by respect for the decency with a clear message. Interesting, Joseph. I have always, I think at all of these hotel protests, said, I'm not sure about these. I'm definitely against this quota system. I'm against a pissing contest between the powers in Washington and governors and city councils that target LA. I'm against that. It's craziness. It's craziness. Hey girl, hey, he gave me a creepy vibe, right? Brett Kavanaugh gave me a creepy vibe, and I'm a white guy. You know what I mean? The joke about smacking the people who were running his state, ruining his, yeah, right? That's pretty much what he's saying. Which, we don't need more violence. He's in his feelings. Way, way, way worse than multiple states after sports game. That is very true. That is very true. Fun in the 80s. You know what's funny? One of my friends, Hey Bricky, did a episode just recently on NWA playing here in Orange County, and they shut the show got shut down halfway through, and there's basically a riot outside. But the Orange County, somebody in Orange County, I don't remember who it was, the police department, sheriff's department, one of the police departments, I believe, tried to cancel that concert because NWA's song at the time was F the police, you know? I don't even like to say it. I'm not a violent person, I don't think. I don't like antagonism, but which ironically he should be allowed to say. But yeah, that was the 80s, you know, the 80s. I remember when supposedly in Huntington Beach they had a big riot. They advocate violence, not a constitution. Right? Yeah. It wasn't his brightest, the best moment of his life, and I hope it's not the defining moment of his life. He definitely did advocate for violence. And maybe I shouldn't forgive him. Maybe I'm being too forgiving. I don't know. That's probably true. I doubt he's ever experienced violence. He can joke lightly about it. Respect your platform, your speech. YouTube is nearly as restrictive as you believe, but always stay true to yourself.
He is, James.
Betty Jean, thank you, Betty Jean. They did make
but
one of my videos
so leave him
18
alone.
and over only. But yeah, I mean, I self-censor a lot just because I don't like. I don't think we need curse words to express ourselves. And then I don't want to incite people. People can come find me, and I don't want to incite anybody. But I do it more for health and safety of myself than for being scared of YouTube in particular. Good point, 2 blocks. Periscope. I never did Periscope. I missed Periscope. But I'll tell you what,
Periscope used to be awesome.
I don't even know much about Periscope. But I know some of the first Disney live streams happened on Periscope. Yeah, Buzzerger, I'm out here by myself.
I have to find another streamer.
So,
probably going stuffing my mouth.
I'm not in a studio, so we're gonna censor hate speech. Not so much from the people here on the ground. If they're their own target. If they say something hateful, somebody can go find them and engage with them and in conversation or whatever. They're their own target. What's in my chat is a target for me. They don't know who you guys are. They know me. If they don't like something that's said in my chat or the way I handle my chat, there's only one person for them to find. It's not you guys in the chat. They're going to come.
Oh, quit being a big baby, man. Come on. It's part of the job.
You only swear in person.
The worst that could happen is a big dinosaur lady that's on crack come out here and harass you.
I had no idea about that. I had no Naomi. I love Periscope. Good times. Silence, Frank SoCal. You handled it very well. You didn't.
What up, Sabo, please?
Being antagonistic, important internal and external survival mode. Yeah, I feel
And that's all we have,
maybe,
Telecomer.
You know, I wanted to be a little more rebuttal, but at the same time, I don't rebut the radical left people either. I don't. We talked to communists today. I don't think I'd ever met an American communist in my life, and I would rebut them. If you want to pick, I'm a mixed bag, and I'm somewhere in between Pete Buttigieg and his religious and societal beliefs, and a conservative with my tax dollars because they overtax me personally.
I'm trying to see if I could reduce this.
At least that's how I feel. I feel like I pay too much taxes, but it's hard. It's hard.
All right, let's do this.
To live in California.
Let me share this out.
They can tax me like I'm rich. But
do this. Let's go copy this guy's stream. He always copies in mine, so why not? I don't see why we can't do it. There we go.
Yo, let's go, Erica. 150K likes, y'all.
There you go.
Let's go, y'all. We hit 150K likes.
That's probably better, huh?
Appreciate all of you guys for real.
Excuse me.
Shout out to all of you guys for real. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, we have 18 more subs until we're at 73,000. Holy smokes, I'll eat a piece of chicken for that.
Good old part. I mean, this guy always I'm pretty sure this guy's taken so much hours of footage of mine. Why not? You probably see me on him. On his stream. Oh, there's the cops.
Guess not, SV.
I was trying to find who was he restreaming. I couldn't find him.
Big F's with the people. A nice area.
Thank you, Erica, for joining my live. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. I think these are kind of low-key dying down, so I'm gonna call it a night, y'all.
Don't call it a night, ticky ticky.
Was getting tired of staying in the bush and eating Starbucks. You could probably take this off too now.
Don't call it a night, hombre. BD Ed, what up, baby?
Hey, whoever wants to hop in, but you guys want? I'm good. No, I'm good, y'all. Oh no, I'm already gonna end my life, guys.
Jerky says,
Hey,
Stack Links Duo. But for me, like when I get this kind of jerky, it's all right. But I open it and I leave it open for like a day or two and let it kind of dry out. I like my jerky a little bit more drier, not as like wet.
He likes his jerky drier, guys, not wet.
Let it dry out like a day or two, and it's freaking good.
So I know what this guy's streaming right here, but we'll stick to this. If this guy gets interesting correction on the right side, we'll go to his stream. If not, we'll keep in the dual stream. Good night, Pat. Thank you so much for joining.
For another 5 minutes, actually.
I'm trying to figure out who's this guy on the left streaming, and I can't figure it out. Oh, the cops are there. Look at that. I'm trying. It's supposed to be on TikTok, and I can't find that TikTok stream. I found the guy on the right side.
Racho, shut up.
La migra, la policía, la misma porquería.
Nice, smokiness. I like it. I like it.
La
Good idea.
policía, la misma porquería. Chinga la migra.
Yeah, for sure, Justin. The people who are there just to be there, it's tough.
Yeah, I found the person on the right. The person on the right is kindness, something kindness on TikTok. I just can't find the person on the left. The people on the left, that's where the cops are at now. It's a whole different hotel, it looks like. No, it's it's Spring Hills. Patriot Roy, what's up, brother?
All right, La Rosa. Hey, stabbing.
The guy has a jug and a rolling pan. That's the way to do it, man. I think I should go out. No. Man, I wish it was like old times, guys, where I could just hit the road and be on the road and know that I'm monetizing a couple of channels, and if funding does not come through, I could rely on this channel. Sadly, that's not the case now. But I don't mind going out here to record the next couple of nights. All the police officers have to do is call this an unlawful assembly. Yeah. The one with the wire drip rolling pan is trying to make a taco without any food.
You fucking tell me I ain't ready, baby. I was born ready. My middle name, don't you know that?
I think Portland Andy has Restreaming all the way back to the convoy. It'll be funny if he comes in here saying, "Why are you Restreaming me?" Like the guy from last night. That'll be some crazy stuff.
This girl has to freaking turn the camera around. I gotta see what she looks like. Her name is freaking Torta, bro. Her screen name is Torta. I have to see.
Torta. All right, look for a Torta streamer.
Got a freaking Torta alert for sure.
Found it, guys. Bam, just by the Torta.
Awesome streamer and not turning on herself, and that's even better. So
all right, switch over to Torta.
We're not turning it around, but
that didn't take long to find after he gave out the name. Ugh, wrong one. There we go, guys. Beef on torta. So her TikTok name is torta. If you guys do not know what torta means right now for this new generation, it means a fat Mexican girl, or chunky, a fluffy Mexican girl or Latino girl. They have labeled them torta. And what is a torta? A torta is a Mexican sandwich, you call it. I'm about to make this bigger, wider. That might be a little too loud for you guys, huh? Let's see right there. Is that better? I think that's good. What did she label her stream? I can't find it. Huntington Beach. So they're in Huntington Beach right now, guys. That's for this is the Spring Hills in Huntington Beach. It was fine? Alright, let me turn this on back. There you go. I wonder what's the noise ordinance in Huntington Beach. At what time they enforce it? Huntington Beach noise ordinance hours. So at 10 p.m., noise disturbance are prohibited between 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. includes like handling objects, loading and unloading construction, or operating certain equipment that creates excessive noise. Property lines, these hours are Monday through Friday, including Saturdays with a valid permit. So it's Sunday, so I wonder if that's the situation now that there's no noise ordinance for Sunday. Whatever's on their website claims to be from Monday through Saturday. Loud noises. No. Loud parties, ordinance 8.42. That's all week. No, it's not Monday through Saturday. It's all week. The other one's just for businesses. Good night, Bobby. Thanks so much for joining. Look at the damage to the bottom of that boulder. One second, guys. Somebody taught that Asian girl down there that her mom's gonna be pissed off or her grandma's gonna be pissed off in the morning when she finds out that her kitchen stuff has been damaged. Will the National Guard protect the agents in the hotel? No. The National Guard has been, the media has lied about the National Guard. They're only there to protect the federal buildings. That's why you have not seen any National Guard or Marines out in the streets pushing back protesters. The only time we see the National Guard or the Marines is when the protesters try to approach a federal building and then they get pushed back with tear gas or whatever. They sure they didn't get the memo. It's their Iran flag now. Geez, can you protest that? They're out there with those plastic handcuffs. You never use them though. For those of you that are just joining, guys, they're protesting outside the hotels now. Information gets leaked where the federal agents are staying at. So they get a group of people to go out there and make a whole bunch of noises. And the whole purpose is to try to get the federal agents kicked out by hotel staff. They want to make enough noise to get enough of guests that are not federal agents to go up to the front desk and complain, make enough complaints to get them kicked out. There's probably work at 2 other properties. That's why they keep doing it. I'll never see Cookie go again. Does Cali not have scooters? So there were 3 Marines and 1 guy from the Navy at the federal building today, and the streamer went up to them and they were answering questions from her chat. They were very interesting. Was that in downtown Los Angeles? It's out of roast beef. That's what it sounds like, huh? No more roast beef. This is Huntington Beach, the Orange County area, which is near Los Angeles. At nighttime, you could commute back and forth within 30 minutes. During the daytime, it probably take about over an hour due to all the traffic. Trust me, being in a hotel like this sucks. When you have protesters outside, it happened to me up in the, where were we? Oh, the GOP for California, and there was protesters across the street. The union protesters across the street, the hotel workers, at 5 in the morning, guys, with drums, making all kinds of noise. I couldn't sleep after that. It sucks. You still have to find this. Huntington Beach, Fairfield thing. I'll show you guys on the computer here real quick. We'll go back here. Huntington Beach, Fairfield. Give it a look like. Yeah, this is it. Let me take you guys over to the Street View on Google Maps. So this is where they're at right now, guys. They're right in front of this hotel right here in Huntington Beach, where the Chase Bank's right behind them. Nice area too, but this is what it looks like in daytime. What does it cost per night? We'll find out right now. There we go. Expedia has it for. I probably don't. I don't want to do that. Let's go back here before I end up doxing myself. Replace. I'll keep you guys price now. I want to give out any information that belongs to me and dox myself. So if I wanted to stay there tonight, which is the 22nd. $200 for tonight, guys. If I wanted to stay up there tonight, I would go back to right here. This is, well, my price, $220, because I got a discount because I'm already a Platinum member on Expedia from being on the road so much. But my Platinum member through Expedia right now would be, let's make sure I'm not doxing myself. This is what it would cost me right now, having all the discounts to do it, that I get $195 a night. There's that Chase Bank that I just showed you guys right behind us. Yeah, the reviews. Oh, it's nothing to encourage you guys to go, or anybody that goes out there and protests, to leave bad reviews. So let me go back to the reviews, guys. This is what they're doing to the hotel properties. So right here, guys. 23 minutes ago, good facility, but a group of unidentified men with masks who assumed to work there harassed my wife, who is Italian, demanded to see her papers. The place caters to icy conditions. Beware, referring to ice. 36 minutes ago, housing ice. An hour ago, room was okay. Really surprised they didn't have a pool, and it's a bit farther from the beach. I saw ICE agents walking around. An hour ago, houses ICE agents. This is all one-star reviews within the last 24 hours, guys. Housing ICE. What a shame having an immigration officer stay at your hotel. Will never stay at your hotel chains anymore. So much, I don't know why they can't spell right, for supporting the community. There you guys have it.
piece of cardboard and write "Don't honk" on it with the chalkboard marker. Like it's big, like this big.
Oh. I think she ran out of her bandwidth. Your state is messed up really bad. Yeah, it is messed up pretty bad. Oh, here comes the cops. It's at midnight. I think they were waiting for midnight, guys. We'll see. It's 4 minutes away from midnight. These are expensive places to stay right now, guys. Near the beach, super expensive. Somebody go send her $5, guys, so she could buy some new nail polish. Her finger on the left, need some nail polish on it. Uh-oh. Don't do that now. Come on, torta. We'll try to come back to her right now, guys. See if she comes back. If not, come on. Let's go back to Portland, Andy, guys. I think we all lost the streams. Once, hopefully, that Torta girl comes back.
Come back, Torta.
He's saying the same thing. Come back, Torta.
But I will.
Customize. That's fine. See if I get that Torta girl to come back. Another thing that TikTok has been doing, guys, they have been banning the people live streaming the protest, which is kind of stupid. That's all we have right now, guys. Man, I gotta be out there. OC Streets Live is on at the protest.
He's still paused. Tortellini.
Let's see.
Damn, Cinderpunk.
We could raise $500. We'll hit the street again.
Have a good rest. You gotta work in 6 hours. You gotta get 4.5, 5 hours of sleep. Usually, that's pretty good. It's a solid night's sleep.
Thing is that funniness, where's all that, guys? OC Street Live.
If I get 6 hours,
Oh, there he is. Thank you so much for that info, dude. Make sure we give him credit. Copy that. We'll go through here.
Yes, we're in Huntington Beach, California. We're at Spring Hill Suites Marriott Hotel, where people are saying ICE is spending the night here. I asked someone how they found out, and they didn't want to say. So probably someone from the hotel gave it away. They don't want me recording. It's kind of funny how they don't want things recorded. I don't know why they wouldn't want it recorded.
Man, I gotta get out there, guys. I'll be up, wait up there.
I don't know why they have a problem with recording be done. Yeah, don't they want attention? Why don't you want attention be brought to your cause?
5 minutes away from you.
We're gonna go to the other side of the corner. Kind of doesn't make sense.
As if I can't afford hearing protection. Well, that's Omni Moth. That's not the purpose of this. They're trying to do this. I know ICE will afford some earplugs, some very great noise reduction headsets, maybe. The point of this is to get the other guests at the property so pissed off that they're going to go up and complain.
He was out there filming live. They have no problem with him.
And try to get them to get kicked out from the property. When are you going to LA? It's up in the air, guys. we get funding, we'll head back on the road. If not, we're in Bakersfield for now. Joe, what will you do if you were told that they don't want you to be recording them? If you guys watch me long enough, I don't care if they tell me they're not recording or not. I'm gonna keep on filming. When they stabbed the kid up in the downtown Los Angeles area, they tried to steal my other phone, and they tried to dump me because I was recording the kid that had been stabbed. I mean, I don't stop recording. I'm not there to be a journalist and catch everything uncut, unedited for you guys, live stream it all. Use a GoPro? I don't have to use a GoPro. They can tell you to stop recording because you're being recorded from the camera ever. You're absolutely right, but they're in a public area, guys. If it weren't for dumb logic, they'll have no logic.
Staying in the motel here, or the hotel. So they're going on for a couple hours now. There's like 10 cop cars all up there. They came down at one point, talked to them for, I think they were talking to the people, but then they backed off. Oh, they're all over there. They pulled over. There was a whole bunch of cars there bumping their horns for like an hour, and then cars coming down the street here. They pulled.
I was passing by with you, like, this way, and then I went back around. I was like, I'm gonna go see what the hell's going on.
I don't know if something's going on down the street. Nah. There might be a cop car down at the end of the street.
Yeah, when I was coming like this way, there was 2 cops like arresting some dude over there. I guess they're getting into a fight though, I don't know.
I don't know what time they're gonna stop at. I think it's been going on since like 9 o'clock.
I'm gonna see what's going on over there.
It's In-N-Out right behind the hotel. Man, time for a burger. Mostly peaceful.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, no.
Paris Hotels. We're at Spring Hill Suites Marriott here in Huntington Beach. We're off of Parkside and Edinger. I'm not sure what's going down at the end of the street. Looks like the cop car at the corner down there with its lights on.
Well, go down there and get the footage for Yes, I was there about 5 hours ago. At the In-N-Out. Come on, Samantha Joy, go out there and go live for us. Go bring us coverage. We need somebody with a landscape view of the whole situation, not the portrait. It sucks.
It's just kind of funny. They have a problem with me recording, but they don't have a problem with their guy recording.
Someone in the
Quit
OC
recording
chat
while
thinks that ISIS is
disturbing the
in the
peace.
hotel.
Here comes my buddy.
You see, Torta's back. We gotta find Torta. Torta has some clear footage. No, Torta's not back. Damn it. Come on, Torta, get back on TikTok. I still would, but I have a 3-year-old son with me. I'm so bummed I have been waiting to go cover the stuff in Santa Ana. Oh, wow. No, you stay home with your 3-year-old.
What the hell screaming is that?
I don't know.
Holy cow. How late do you guys
Samantha
stay
Joy,
out till?
what's the noise ordinance in Huntington Beach? Yeah, that's the streamer on
Yeah,
TikTok.
walked by me and said there's like 300 people from LA coming. I don't know if that's true or not.
Awesome, Samantha. The TikTok streamer that we were watching
Again,
before this was Torta.
Earlier,
Or
where
TikTok
we
or
just show
something, Torta
landscape mode,
something.
we get a wider picture, but it appeared to go dead. Then my tripod, when I pulled it out of my trunk, the clamp broke off. I'll have to buy another one tomorrow or get it shipped. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Down there, there's a cop car way down there. I don't know if he's got the street. They maybe got the street blocked off, not letting traffic through. That's what I'm guessing. They're not letting traffic through. Actually, they might still, unless this guy came out of the hotel, they're still letting people through.
I figured the Mexican government wouldn't put up with this BS. I don't think the Mexican government would be able to. The locals would have been doing something about it. If it was up in Mexico happening. They already aren't. Have you seen the protests against the Venezuelans? Yeah.
There was a cop in the parking lot behind me, but he left. I was hoping he was still here.
So it sounds like this guy might be scared, guys. He's scared of the protesters. They told him not to record multiple times.
Here we go.
There we go. Oh, then they arrest you, man. Run, run, run!
Yeah, I'm not sure what these cars are. They've been pulling over several cars. I'm not sure what they're getting pulled over for.
Go over there and...
Oh, 3 cop cars just pulled in. So I guess we'll be looking.
Come on, dude. Constitution says you have 10 feet to be away from the officers. Get a little bit closer for us, please. Joe, you need always to go to and run the camera for you stay the studio. No, Lisa. I need to be
Now
out there.
everyone's coming
Sadly, I
over.
don't have the funding to go out there after missing a week and a half of work.
So this guy's telling everyone to
I had
back
to use
up.
some of the funding to replace my week and a half of work that I missed to pay bills. And Las Vegas was the bus. We didn't get the funding to cover everything from the Las Vegas trip. If I had the extra money, I would have been out there tonight. I was gonna go yesterday in the morning, but I don't want to risk having another bus and not getting the funding, and
Fourth
then
cop
I'm
car
big
just
time in
came
trouble.
in.
Come on, dude, you could be up there closer.
And
Oh, they're
several cop
surrounding this
cars just
vehicle
came
big
over,
time. Come
or
on,
police
dude.
officers are walking over here now.
You pay him with tacos. This guy must not have a press pass, or he's pretty scared to get near the cops. No press credentials. His bathroom break. I'll be right back.
You're probably right there. What who was our first president?
Oh, come on, man. We need to find the... He has Tortas
Needs to
back.
use those
Hopefully
handcuffs
it's
he's got
Tortas
on the
back.
side there. See him?
Huntington Beach. Let's try that. Huntington Beach. Right. That's all we have for now, guys. Do apologize. That's all we have. Come on, dude. Let's get back to the police officers. Why are we watching protesters in front of the thing right now? In front of the hotel when we have somebody over there in the vehicle with 10 officers surrounding the vehicle.
Yeah, I noticed a taco vendor that was hanging. Those that live in
That's my
Huntington
only
Beach
issue right now, guys. I get
would be
so
over off
irritated.
Warner and
I can't do nothing about it. So I'm not
Newland
controlling the
area.
camera.
I noticed he hasn't been hanging out the last week, but I don't know if that was considered Huntington Beach, because Huntington Beach, I think, ain't letting vendors in. They're not letting vendors go out
This
there
guy
and
stutters more than me too. And I
sell
have a
their
bad
products.
stuttering problem.
I know one car wash, the hotel I've been staying in, they've been closed. They closed, then they open, then they close.
This never happens where I live. Up in the
There appears
mountains.
to not be as many people on this side of the street anymore. It was a bigger group, but they might be on this side of the street now. I don't know. Or they ran over here when all the police cars pulled someone over.
He might have. I better shut up. He's afraid of the police or something, guys. I mean, that's where the content's at right now. The content's over with the police officers that have surrounded a vehicle. I don't know why
I don't
he's
know if the guy was
afraid
just
of
trying
the
to start stuff
officers.
saying 300 people were supposedly coming from LA. But
No, he's not afraid of the protesters, I'll tell you that right now. He's more afraid of the police officers. He's actually safer over where the police officers are at.
yeah, when I first got here, they're all on the corner of Edinger and
I mean,
Parkside.
if somebody's trying to cause
And there were
harm
several
to
cars
you,
here bumping their horns for like an hour.
there's no
Here
better
we go.
spot than being
Finally, we
standing
got
right
a car
next to the
bumping its
police
horns.
officers.
I think they're pulling cars over that bumping their horn. That was someone was just saying, he goes, "Oh, they're pulling you over." There's no cops down
I
here
want to say
anyways.
that, Telecomer. Don't put words in my mouth. You already said it. You're welcome, Josh. Good job, Taylor. Oh my goodness. The police are the most dangerous gang in the world. I would tend to think different. Yes, there's some abusive officers, but if you don't give them an opportunity to be abusive, then everything works in your favor.
Yes, we're in Huntington Beach. We're at the Spring Hill Suites Marriott, where supposedly ICE is spending the night. We got about 10 police officers, vehicles in the parking lot.
Is there graffiti on the wall? Hopefully he pants to the right again and we can see if there's any graffiti spray painting on the wall. It looks like it. I wouldn't say all cops are bad. No. I know some pretty good cops are pretty chill. Are there bad cops? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to see if you can focus to the pan to the right and focus on there. It looks like there's graffiti on the wall.
Police officers are coming back over.
Naomi, how's it going? Hey Naomi, I gotta do something for you. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm gonna do something for Naomi. Yeah, log into. Hey Naomi, I gotta do something for you. Type again, Naomi. Naomi used to be a mod for us. I'm gonna welcome her back to the mod side. Naomi was a long-time viewer. I think she was with us day one when I started streaming almost 4 years ago. Well, 4 years ago already. All right, let's see if the torta grows back.
Yeah, police officer walking right there.
This guy's a little bit scared to go stream. No. There we go. The video is getting a little crazy. Come on, dude, get up in there. Let's hear what the officers are saying. Man, this is getting irritating, guys. I'm a little behind, yes. Lord. Come on, dude, let's get up in the mix. Let's hear what's happening. I'm telling you guys, this guy seems so scared of the cops. I don't know if he's had the warrant out for man. Shut up, man. But I don't know why he's so afraid of the police officers. You have 20 people standing around the police officers. You're there as a content creator, and you're standing about 20 to 30 yards away. At least go interview one of the persons up there and ask them what happened. The officer okay with contact? I mean, if you identify yourself as a press, you'll be okay. And anybody has press option under the First Amendment. They might ask press credentials, and then you can produce one. If you don't have one, well, then back off if they're being really pushy about it. But if they're not being pushy about it, there was like 3 people with phones up in their faces. We should have been
Yeah,
up there too.
I usually don't get donations. I had one video where 3 people donated, but yeah, other than that, I've never got donations. I don't remember what video that was. It 3 people that donated. I don't remember what video it was. Yeah, supposedly ICE is staying at the Spring Hill Suites Marriott Hotel out here in Huntington Beach. We're off of Edinger and Parkside. Those that live in Huntington Beach, we're right across the street from Bellaterra. But it's been going on since around 9. I'm staying at the motel on just about a half a mile from here over off McFadden. And I live in the last 2 months I've lived in a motel. So I was able to get here real quick. We were streaming in landscape mode, but things stopped working. I think that the stabilizer went dead, and I was going to use my tripod, and I have a lot of stuff in the back of my trunk, so I ended up breaking the phone clamp. So that's why we're filming in this one. I was hoping it'd be less shaky. I'm OC Street Live. I cover first responder calls from car accidents to house fires, car fires throughout Huntington Beach and the surrounding cities. Fountain Valley a lot. We do Fountain Valley a lot also, Newport, Westminster. But the heavy load is Huntington Beach and Fountain Valley.
Or maybe he's under the influence and can't be around officers. Who knows?
We did have a one last week in Westminster or Midway City where a person got hit by a car. Not sure if the person survived or not, but what happened was a car full of people pulled up and people jumped out of the car. Supposedly one had a gun, and someone ran off and got hit by a car crossing the street. That was in Midway City, which is part of Westminster, basically. Westminster. We had a few opportunities to go do other protests today, but there was no guarantee when it came to pay. There's a site out there that'll pay you. They just pay you $40, and it was 30 miles from my house. So it's like I'm driving 30 miles
What?
there,
This guy has
and no
apps where
guarantee
they
you'll
pay him
get
to
paid.
stream?
So
You
I
gotta
didn't
contact
decide not
him.
to go. That was out in was that in San Juan Capistrano? I believe so. First time I heard that today. Usually it's the older people. This girl's going off right here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Let me turn the volume off real quick.
What's wrong with this guy? Yeah, I'm not complaining because he's the only content we have right now. But what's wrong with this guy for reals? Oh, somebody started playing music, so he don't want to have copyrights on his channel. Oh boy. No platform pays good for streaming. So what happened? Somebody started playing music around him. He went la, 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 and he walked away, and he muted his channel. They won't get you in trouble.
Sorry, there's music in the
All that
in the
happens if you lose
background.
the
Car was going by
monetization, which
playing
only
music. That's
pays
why I
about
started going,
$5 to $10 per stream.
I don't want to get a copyright
That's why I
violation.
never
That's
mind
why
being
those
around.
that watch my video of the protest in Huntington Beach, I took the videos down because I didn't want a copyright violation.
And the copyright violation means nothing. All that
I was given one
copyright
like a year
violation
ago,
means is you're not
but
going to
they
get
took
paid
it away.
$5 for the video
I think
when you're
someone said
monetized.
when it's just like less than 7 seconds of music, you won't get a violation. They originally gave me a violation, but then they took it away.
He could use some.
Here we go again.
Oh my God, he's muting because of the vehicles driving by with music. That's crazy, man.
Music again, 2 cars coming by. Sorry if I'm not reading all your comments. You see how my phone... never had this many comments before. Usually we get like
With
10,
my
15
email,
people
I'll drop it
watching.
down.
Yeah, I don't know if at some point police are going to do anything here. What
Nothing.
time is it? Like midnight? I literally only heard fuck Donald Trump once since being here. That was just now. I know the middle-aged people like to use, the middle-aged people that are protesting in Huntington Beach love using that. Those that follow me on the car accidents, I blew it. I was a quarter mile from a rollover. It was a real good one too. I was in the hotel where I was at, and I didn't think that. I forgot what hotel I was at, so I didn't bother going.
He forgot what hotel he was at, guys.
Me.
That's the
Time I got
worst.
there, they were just flipping their car
You have to
over,
be
so
worried
I was
about
able to
that.
go live
Once
on
you
it.
forget where your hotel
It was
is
off
at,
Newland
the
and
hotel you're
McFadden
staying
in
at,
Westminster.
then it's
Those
a
that follow
whole
me,
different
my car
ballgame.
accidents. You got some people on this side of the street here also.
That's why he stays
I think some
away.
people are
I
starting to
told
go
you
home.
guys there's a reason he stays away from the cops. He's actually more afraid of the cops than the protesters.
It's like a Volkswagen Bug. Yep. Oh, Let's have a race. Race. Go. Go. Ah. Now I can't breathe. Exhaust.
He can't breathe because of the
Holy cow.
exhaust. Oh, we gotta go find something. Let me see. Yeah,
Oh, if you
Torta's
can do
back
it, I'll do
on.
it. Burn
Come
it.
on, Torta girl. You gotta get back on here. Come on, what happens to the Torta girl? We can't get her back on.
Looks like we have some movement by the police cars. Let's see what's going on here. They're coming out of the parking lot, I believe. Let's see if they do anything here or if they're just leaving.
No, Torta never came
Unless
back.
more showed up, I wasn't paying attention.
Never came back. You think she called it for the night, or she got banned on TikTok for a couple of days?
Actually,
TikTok's been doing that to a lot of the streamers I heard that are streaming the protests. They get hit with like a 2-day ban.
maybe they're going in and out.
Not ban, suspension.
Just around the corner.
But no, I've been keeping an eye on her TikTok. She's still not live. I want that dino lady. No, we don't want that crackhead dino lady. Come on, man.
Oh, the person in front of me wearing a press vest. I don't know if they're part of press.
There's a press person in front of me wearing a press vest, but I do not know if he's part of the press.
A vest.
Oh man, you can't make this stuff up, man. I'm telling you guys. He's a press vest, but I do not know he's part of the press.
More just like the vest that like construction workers wear.
It's probably a safety vest with reflectors on them, just to make sure you don't get run over in the middle of the street or when you're trying to cross the street.
That construction workers wear. I mean, I have one, but I wanted one to say like OC Street on it or OC Street Live. If you're 14, you can't be in here. How did you get in here? I thought I put not for kids. Yeah, I usually always put not for kids. Or did I miss something because I'm not looking at all the comments here, sorry. Yeah, a lot of people are leaving now. At least on my side of the street.
If you guys missed it earlier, guys, I updated the post regarding the mystery guy at the border who told me soon enough you'll know who I am. I'm gonna play it for you guys. We'll come back to this right now. It's an update of information I got, a video I found. So here we go. For those of you that missed it earlier,
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Here's an update on the mystery man. I found a YouTube video uploaded by an NGO that goes by the name Butterfly on YouTube. In the video, she recorded an interview with this man just hours before I encountered him at the No More Deaths camp.
Here safely. We do. I'm Butterfly. I'm with Veterans on Patrol, walking for the Forgotten Ministries. We can call your family or whoever and say, listen, we just ran into them in camp. They're on this side of the wall. They're on their way. And we can stay in contact. You can let us know. Perfect. Let's get them.
Where are you guys from?
Palestine.
Palestine. Okay.
And Jordanian citizen at the same time.
Okay.
My parents in Dallas.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
That's a nice area.
Yes, it is.
Also, I get a picture of you if you're comfortable with that.
No problem with that.
And that way,
Perfect.
go ahead. You can both.
We learn Spanish in our way. A
Yeah?
little bit. A little
Alright.
bit. After 3 months
3 months journey.
walking from Bolivia to here.
That
Where are
one.
you going?
Dallas. I have the address, the full address.
Perfect. Yeah, we've been able to call ahead on quite a few
what
people,
country are
and
you from?
Good.
what our government's been promising you is not.
I know.
Yeah.
We
I
had
know. I
one.
didn't come here for any charity or any
You want
support
the
from the
American
government.
dream, right?
No. I came here for something else.
Oh,
Yes. I came here to defense against the inhumanity that's what's happening in our countries. I was an ex-prisoner for 10 years and 4 months and 22 days for
Wow.
fabricated case in Egypt after the first revolutions happened in 2011, after Mubarak get down from his bullshit chair and the other ugly face came, which now he's talking about democracy and he's nothing. He knows nothing about democracy. They put me for 10 years,
Sasha.
and 4 months and 22 days in a cell that's 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter where there's no light.
Good heavens.
You can see my pictures on the
That is-
internet, by the way. Just write my name, first name and last name. You will see all the story.
Here.
It is totally.
The only information I could find online about a Jordanian arrested in Egypt in 2011 and sentenced to 10 years is about someone named Dashar Ibrahim Abu Zaid. He was reportedly sentenced for allegedly being an Israeli spy. Please take this with caution. Nothing is confirmed. This is just what's currently available online. Hopefully, it's enough to get a clear and transparent response from our government.
Me as a telecommunication engineer, and I had my company before the arrest, and it was very good satellite connections company. I lived my happy life with my wife in Saudi Arabia. We had 2023 full new car. We had our new house. My work there, I left it because I'm just seeking what you call it, justice.
Yeah.
هاي الكنتري بلد
They
الأردن
keep us arrested.
Jordan,
What
G-O.
country are you from?
Yeah,
Yes,
what
yes.
country? Call and we will send a picture of both of you to your families so they can see your faces and know you're on your way.
for this guy, this is a video I took at the border a year and a half ago. Went very viral. Pretty much, it was on every mainstream media. And that's an update to it. He pretty much threatened me. He told me, soon you'll know who I am. Middle Eastern guy crossing the border illegally. Here we go. So this guy was just updating everybody while we were watching the video, guys, stating that they have 15 minutes to leave before they start enforcing the law.
Sunshine. Can I get the helicopter? Where is it? Where's the helicopter? I can't find. Oh, there it is.
So we'll see. I tagged the FBI, I tagged Cash Patel, I tagged everybody who could possibly give some answers. DHS, Department of Homeland Security, Customs Border Protection.
Protest.
You were on Fox, weren't you, Joe? I was everywhere. Interview-wise, I only took one interview that was Newsmat, and the video made it everywhere.
That's my guess. They're going to come back in the next 10, 15 minutes, and whatever Huntington Beach has to do, they'll do.
So yeah, I think they're going to call it off at 1 a.m., guys. second, guys.
Someone mentioned it earlier that when they walked by, that there was 300 people on the way from LA. Someone mentioned that to me earlier, but I don't know how true that was. I backed up. I'm at the corner of Parkside and Edinger.
I'll show you guys the video of the
Just in case the
interview right
police
now
rolled back through.
of me on
I have a
Newsmax,
feeling they're sitting in
along
Bellator
with the
parking
Border
lot.
Patrol unit
They're
guy.
in another area. They might be over
Good
by
night, Darlene. Thanks so
those
much
that
for
live
stopping
down
by.
here.
I'll show you guys right now.
Over by
Let's see how long
In-N-Out.
the interview. We could probably do the interview before police start enforcing the law here.
Yeah, they said they'll be back tomorrow. I think they're going to start leaving here. They'll be back tomorrow. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If we come back tomorrow, we'll I'll have to figure out how to keep that stabilizer chargeable for more than an hour and a half. All right, guys, I appreciate you all tuning in. It appears something they're going to start leaving here.
So this is
And
over.
then they'll be back tomorrow.
Why
Police
would?
is still here.
Let me stop showing you this. Do this. Why can't I share this 1 second, guys?
All right, guys, I appreciate you guys all watching. I know that was a long stream. Peaceful protest. Wasn't a large group. I'd say less than 50 people were here. But if you didn't see the first video I had out, they were bumping. There was cars right here. They were bumping their horns the whole time. I always like to promote the other people out there that out there filming. You got the real life streamers out there, the ones that work with the local news. I always encourage you to go out there and watch them. I know you had Chasing Reality. Chasing Reality with Scott Lane was out there earlier. I saw TW Lives in Bakersfield. I'm not sure if he was driving his truck or if he was out there in Bakersfield. Dad's Gone Wild, I believe. I know his name's Jacob, but I'm not sure if it's called Dad's Gone Wild. But again, we were in the city of Huntington Beach where we were filming this anti-ICE.
So this is the interview that I did on Newsmax.
English-speaking, pretty affluent-looking guy as an illegal immigrant who had just waltzed across our open southern border, and I'm sure he's claiming asylum. The man says something very provocative to reporter Joe Felix after crossing at the Tucson sector. Take a look.
This is the interview I did with Newsmax.
But soon you're gonna know who I am. Wow, very easy. The entitlement. No, believe me, I'm much better than that. The entitlement, guys. Wow.
Joe Felix, independent journalist with First Responders Media, joins us now, along with Arto Cueto, Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council. Joe, you know, that is such an incredible thing to see. There's speculation, you've probably seen it, that the man that you encountered could be somebody named Mavsum Samadov, who is the head of the Islamic Party of...
It turned out not to be him.
When you look at the pictures, they do look very similar. They're a little more gray on the left, but that's an older picture on the right. This man was released in January 2023 after a 12-year sentence for arms trafficking and conspiracy terrorism. Now, at this point, nobody has proven who the man in your video is. But I want to ask you, you know, tell me about the encounter with him. And to me, what he said, it just sounds like something that you would read in the suicide manifesto of a mass shooter.
Yes, this was taken about 12 miles east from Sassabee, Arizona, in a camp called No More Death Camp.
I actually did this interview from Alabama, guys. I was in Alabama at the time, or Arkansas. I can't remember if I was in Arkansas or in Alabama.
Going to, and everybody pretty much answers, simple answer, this country, going to this state. This individual here, when I approached him, he was very defensive straight out the gate. And he went, there's another clip where he goes and asks and tells me, are you going to take it by force?
Take it by, I mean, when you look at the video, he looks like he just got off a plane. I mean, this isn't a migrant or an asylum seeker. I mean, he's wearing a nice coat. I mean, all the people I mean, I don't know if that's his family with him there. These do not look like people that walked 1,000 miles, you know, from central Mexico to get to that point. I'm wondering, Art, real quick, Art, your reaction to this as you look at it?
It's frustrating. It's frustrating because I can tell you just from seeing and knowing what's happening in Tucson sector itself, where it's the #1 area for gotaways. So if you have an individual like this that is blatant with, you know, no remorse whatsoever, saying you're going to know who I am, and let's just for a second, you know, picture him being this individual. If he's that comfortable coming across, right, then, you know, how bad is it realistically when you have millions that are coming through these areas and getting away? And I think that's the bigger issue. I think it is frustrating to see, and I know it's big news, and it should be when you apprehend individuals, but I think we've lost touch of the reality, and that is that there's millions that are getting away, and who are they?
Right. That's the whole point. And Felix, you didn't do anything to anger him. You know, I mean, that I could see. I mean, you were just probably asking who they are.
Yeah, that's all I do, and you're right. They're flying in. I interview people in Spanish. They're flying from their countries into Mexico City, from Mexico City going over to Monterrey, from Monterrey going over to Tijuana or Mexicali, right, and they're paying the cartels. People I talk to, they have admitted to paying the cartels to drive them up to this open gaps in the border.
And Art, right now our federal government is fighting as hard as it can to make sure that man and anyone else can walk right into this country and claim asylum.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're trying to do everything that they can to prevent law enforcement from doing their jobs and defending our nation's borders, and that's what's very frustrating. And you know, look, it's been shown that there's individuals from over 160 different countries that have been apprehended coming in through the southern border. And you know, they're exactly right. They're paying the cartels so much money, and once they get to the southern border, the cartel takes care of them the entire way. But once they get to the southern border, that's when the cartel decides where the groups are going to cross from what areas. And you know, they see which areas are more special interest, and that's how they know where to cross them and solidify them getting in without getting caught. So you have groups that obviously are turning themselves in, but unfortunately you have too many individuals that are gotaways, and you don't have the agents out there in spots because they're too busy dealing with the people that are turning themselves in.
Amazing. Joe Felix, thank you for joining us tonight. Art Del Cueto, you as well. Thank you both so much.
There you guys have it, guys. I did that interview when I was out in the road. I think it was beginning of February to 2024. We were in Alabama and Arkansas when I did that from the hotel after catching that footage a couple of days before. But so much stuff, guys, especially after the last couple of days of what's happening in Iran, with us bombing Iran. One thing that worries me about right now is the sleeper cells, guys. I've witnessed so many millions of people come across the border. I covered the border for 3 years. Frontline news, just like I go out to the protests and cover frontline news. I was at the border months after months, guys, weeks after weeks. I have hundreds of hours of footage at the border. So the only thing that worries me right now is that they're activating any sleeper cells, and we let over a 12, some people say it's 15, 20-minute unvetted people just being released. And let me see if I could bring up footage. Let me turn this off real quick. See if I could bring up footage of how they were being released. A couple of, let me see. I'm going to show you guys how our border patrol, if you guys haven't followed me for a while, I'm going to show you guys how our border patrol was just laying them across the border like if it was nothing. I shot this footage last year in March. Let me get this up here real quick. And this is our own border patrol guys opening the gates for them in San Diego. So good morning, everybody. We're here March the 7th, Thursday of 2024. Border Patrol opening the gates in a line for them to walk right in. This is the San Isidro, Tijuana, San Diego sector. So good morning, everybody. We're here March the 7th, Thursday of 2024. Border Patrol opening the gates in a line for them to walk right in. There you guys have it. And I'll do one more video before logging off here. I'm going to show you how they were released after they're allowed to walk across the border. They were released 24 hours, 48 hours later. And then I'll hop off here for the night. This was at the San Diego location just 24 hours later after they were picked up. It was only a couple of miles away from where I was at the border, guys. Nothing but military-age people coming across the border, and they were just dropped off on the sidewalk. So that's the only thing that worries me right now, guys. After what happened yesterday, yeah, this was all pre-Trump, guys. This was all pre-President Trump. All this happened under the Biden administration. I have hundreds of hours of footage, guys. Spent 3 years at the border, frontline footage, just like I'm doing with the protests right now. I was on the front lines. But I want to thank you all for joining me here tonight at IRT Media. Much, much appreciated. Thank you, Mods, for joining in and helping out. And thank you, viewers, as always. We'll catch you on the next one. Until then, y'all stay safe, be blessed, and we'll see you out. Bye-bye.